Well, what would you know? We're back in the flat, in the original setup. Yeah, in the last few videos, I've actually been back home at my parents' house. But I actually saw a comment on my last video of someone who just said, you know, I would watch this video, but the change in backgrounds made me really uncomfortable, so I won't be watching. So, if you're watching this one, this is for you. But yeah, without further ado, today's video is going to be one of them videos where we take a bunch of topics and we put them all into one big video so I can ramble about everything that's annoyed me in the last few days. It's a brilliant time for me. But before we get into that, and I'll keep it brief, okay, if you wouldn't mind just scrolling down and seeing if you're subscribed to the channel, because a bunch of people I've been seeing posting comments being like, oh, I thought I was subscribed months ago, but I wasn't. So if you could just check if it's clicked, then that would be much appreciated, okay? It'd mean the world to me. But anyway, for the first topic, we actually have a person by the name of Hootie Hurley, and I'm not gonna lie, it's someone I wasn't completely aware of. But I did know who the Merrill twins were. Some people I've never really seen in any form of drama in my life. So when I seen that they had to post like a video like explaining a situation, I thought, oh, okay, this could be a little bit interesting. Now granted, the situation itself isn't really that overly interesting, okay? The interesting part is how strange this Hootie Hurley guy is. So basically Hootie and Vanessa, one of the Merrill twins, were in like a relationship, but it was a secret relationship, is one that people didn't know about, and they ended up breaking up. Now, that's quite a common thing for a lot of, like, specifically YouTubers or just people in general who kind of want to keep their relationships off social media to try and prevent any drama, like, prevent anything that's kind of happened here. But so it's a secret relationship, and Vanessa specifically wanted to keep it secret, just so you know. Well, like I said, they've actually broke up now, but Hootie actually went to his TikTok and posted a bunch of pictures, a bunch of private pictures of him and Vanessa quite clearly in a relationship. So as you can see, the caption here says, "Miss you, Vanessa Merrill," and the video goes something a little bit like this.
Bitch, you sold us like the Triller said something. I thought a bitch you lost the baddest bitch said something. I thought a bitch you lost the baddest bitch said something. I thought a bitch you lost the baddest bitch said.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, quite a strange thing to post. Like, yeah, I get it if they were still in a relationship and they were fine with posting their relationship publicly like a lot of people do, then yeah, it's a pretty normal TikTok, isn't it? But she wanted to keep the relationship private, and they've now broken up, so he's now posting, like, private little memories of them, if you will, and saying, like, oh, I miss you and all this. It's quite strange. Now, this actually resulted in Veronica, who is Vanessa's sister, tweeting out, bruh, which is, quite a big statement, isn't it? But more interestingly, a bunch of Vanessa's friends came out and posted a lot more than just one word, okay? So let's start with Corinna Kopf. Hey Hootie Hurley, what in your right mind makes you think it's okay to post videos to the internet from a past relationship that you never got consent to post? Imagine not respecting a woman's privacy just so you can get a few likes on TikTok. Not only that, you've been asked by multiple people to take the videos down and still choose not to. You're complete trash, my guy, not to mention you're too scared to even pick up my calls. And after the quite harsh, but you've got to admit quite true statement from Corinna Kopf, he actually tweeted this and said, "But I miss her so much. Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji." Yeah, we get that bit, but that doesn't really explain why you posted the bastard to TikTok. And then Alex Wasabi actually tweeted out saying, "Thought you were better than this, Hootie Hurley, looking desperate, bro." To which Hootie Hurley again responded by saying, "Bro, I just miss her so much. Crying emoji, laughing emoji." So it's nice to see a bit of positivity in Hootie's life. So he's basically acting like a 13-year-old kid that you would expect to see in like school who'd post like his MSN saying that he misses his ex or something like that. Then Alex actually responded saying, "Hope you get that short man complex figured out one day." To which Hootie said, "Dang, now we are bullying. On that note, if anyone is being bullied and needs someone to talk to, feel free to DM me because he is quite clearly a hero in this situation, isn't he?" Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that tweet was exactly bullying, to be fair, because after the amount of times that my subscribers have called me short, I could probably get 99% of them done for bullying. But yeah, it seems like he's just trying to be a bit of a troll and try and look like the good guy in this situation, even though he has came across a bit of a weirdo, hasn't he? And now to actually end this story here, we actually have the Merrill twins on video explaining the whole situation.
Gotta say it. I'm gonna say it. Look, this... I know a lot of y'all know of a situation that is going on. But look, this is just like the reality of what we do. This is just our life. You know, it just goes to show why why I've always kept things so private. I just don't like people knowing my business, and it's just very unfortunate and just stuff happens.
So yeah, there you have it. So it's not exactly fuming and raging on camera or anything like that. I think it's just a bit of a situation that's a bit of a bummer. And it's a bit like, why are you being so weird, mate? But yeah, like I said, probably not the most intense situation we're going to be talking about today, but I just thought it'd be a little funny story to tell. So yeah, let me know your opinions down below. Now, next up on the agenda, okay, we have actually a couple of stories to talk about Jeffree Star. And it all seems to be around his, like, new makeup release, okay? There's one where he's had to make a video explaining, almost like another apology video, which is probably like the 40th one he's uploaded in his time. But first things first, I wanted to talk about Jeffree Star's Instagram story where he's raging at YouTube and he's basically saying that they're compressing the amount of views that his, like, big release is getting or whatever.
Yesterday's brand new video was number 2 trending, and then YouTube flagged the entire video, took it off, and said that I had nudity in it because of the bathtub scene of us covered in glitter.
Oh, my favorite thing about this, first of all, okay, before we talk about the actual situation at hand, when these big YouTubers start, like, raging and, like, kind of make it seem as if, like, YouTube hates them and that they want to get them blacklisted and they don't want anyone to see their videos just because they took them out of trending. Like, yeah, mate, 99% of us fuckers never getting trended in the first place. And by the way, it is being a bit misinterpreted as well. Like, the way Jeffree Star is saying it, he's being like, they took it off, they blacklisted it, they're compressing all the views and all this stuff. It got demonetized. And it got demonetized for nudity. And obviously, I can't show the clip in hand that got it demonetized for nudity, because the same thing would happen to me. But let me explain it to you, and you will probably understand why they did demonetize it for nudity. So I've got the image on screen, okay? And what I can see here is 5 people who were all practically naked. Jeffree Star's in the bath, naked. And the only thing that is covering the private regions that you're not allowed to show on YouTube is glitter. So you can probably imagine why I got demonetized. Like, yeah, I get it. The demonetization rules can be quite strict and quite stupid. But the only thing more stupid is the fact that you thought in 2020 you could upload a video like that to YouTube and it get monetized. Like, that's just not how YouTube works nowadays. And you should know that better than anybody.
Manually review it. They did, and even though everything was blurred, there's no nipples or anything, they said it's still suggestive. And it's still nudity, even though it isn't. So, blood money is being hidden, and I can obviously do a new one, but the video is sick.
Yeah, so as you can see, Jeffree Star's like, the video's hidden. No one can see it, okay? I've been shadow banned. Oh god, the video's been taken down. It hasn't. It's got demonetized, okay? Like the same as, like, 99% of my videos. Welcome to the club, Jeffree Star. But you see, the best thing about this whole situation is that Jeffree Star's kind of making it seem as if, like, YouTube hate him or whatever. But he actually goes on to say that he's going to ring YouTube and get it sorted. And long behold, the video is now monetized again and back on trending. Like Jeffree, YouTube do not dislike you, okay? You're probably in the 1% of people that can ring up YouTube and get it all sorted and get a video monetized that quite clearly did push the boundaries if you're going in terms of the terms of service on YouTube. I think it's just a clear example of Jeffree Star who's been spoon-fed by YouTube for so long that whenever something goes, like, against him or not in his favor, he will just go raging on Instagram stories like the whiny human he can be. And now for the second part of this whole topic about Jeffree Star's launch for his new makeup. He basically released this new palette, okay, and the comments and the people who actually watched the video quite clearly weren't exactly big fans. He doesn't even seem excited, he's just going through the motions. Is it just me, or does he just seem off and rushing? Also, he doesn't seem as happy with this collection. I feel like I'm watching those late shows where they are selling stuff. Please go back to the old format, you aren't on TV, girl. So as you can see, a bunch of people were complaining and basically saying that Jeffree Star's not actually interested in this new launch, he's just coming back to promote something like he always seems to do. And to be honest, after watching bits and bobs of the video, I kind of agree.
Now, the next shade is called Emerald Estate. It is a really
see, that's what people are kind of picking up on. The fact that he has to, like, look down and read the names. He doesn't know the names of the own shades that he's literally named himself, apparently. And I could show, like, 7 different examples of him doing the same thing. But you get the point, okay? He just seems to be a bit uninterested. He doesn't know the names of the product that he's actually talking about. And he doesn't really seem to have that much enthusiasm about it. And you've got to remember, this is also after the year that Jeffree's had, where he doesn't actually upload a video unless he's got something to promote, pretty much. And the fact that I can see it, you know, someone who doesn't sit there and watch Jeffree Star videos in my spare time, that I can tell that he does seem to be just a lot more money hungry and is just doing videos that's going to get him a lot of money because he's releasing a new brand or whatever, and doesn't seem to really care about making YouTube videos anymore. The fact that I can see it means that his supporters can probably see it from a mile off, okay? Which resulted in Jeffree Star releasing this video. I'm really scared to admit this. And yet again, it's basically your standard Jeffree Star explanation video, okay? Right, let's give us a watch.
I think the thing that hurt me the most was getting people getting their feedback that they were really disappointed, that I came off like I was in a QVC world, like it wasn't personal. And there were a lot of times where I was just looking down and I thought we were just recording audio. And these are not excuses. I'm just telling you what was going on that day. But I
just recording audio. What do you mean just recording audio? Jeffree, look at the set that you're sat in right now, okay? Do you really think they made you sit there just to record some fucking audio? This doesn't even make sense, but okay, we'll keep listening.
Was going to insert, and I did, product shots, but there was also someone different that edited that video. Christian did not do that, and sadly, there.
Oh, he's bailed out someone's name. Hey, is it as if you don't watch these videos before they go out? Hey, you know, we were actually gonna put some product shots in the video. There's gonna maybe some pictures on there, but that's not my fault. That's actually the editor's fault, okay? The editor's shitting. He's getting fired. In fact, I'm not even gonna pay him for the job he just did. Like, how shitty do you have to be to blame a fucking editor for a YouTube video? Like, a video that you've posted to your channel. Especially for a big launch. Like, you should have watched that video like 5 or 6 times before you said you were okay with it. But let's say even ignoring that, okay? Let's say if it was the editor's fault, he was meant to put some pictures in there and he didn't, okay? How much of a dick do you have to be to even blame the editor in the first place? Like, people are saying you're not enthusiastic about the product, you don't seem to be that happy with the product, you're looking down to read the names of these brands that you've already made up yourself, apparently, and you're now saying, oh, it's the editor's fault. That doesn't even make sense.
Oh my god, people are, like, I had no idea people would take it as, he doesn't know his shade names. Baby! I name all my own palettes. These are all my concepts. Now you guys know that Jeffree Star Cosmetics is my life. It is my child. I wake up every day so excited to create, to do new formulas, and I have so much more to prove in this industry. I have so many new things coming, but I never want you guys to think that it's not genuine. I think that like really fucking hurt me, and I was almost scared.
Trust me, Jeffree, I think everyone realizes that you like releasing makeup, okay? It's the only time you ever say anything online is when you're releasing a new product so you can get a bunch of money. Yeah, fair enough, get your money. If you don't want to be releasing actual content anymore and you just want to release videos when you're releasing products, and fair enough, do your thing. But at least try and seem a bit enthusiastic about it and pretend that you're enjoying yourself while doing it. And the most important bit is when people call you out and say you're not being enthusiastic about it, don't just go and blame someone else. Take accountability for once in your fucking life. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, people said you were bald in a video, and you can't even sit there and be like, oh yeah, maybe I was. Like, what is that going to do to you if you admit that you were bald in a video? Like, even in the smaller scenarios, he has to come up with an excuse and blame someone else. It's mental.
What really hurt my feelings was someone saying, Jeffree has reached the point where he's doing it because he has to, not because he wants to. And I was like, what? That really stung, because my brand and this channel has become my entire world. The last 5 years, I have made hundreds and hundreds of videos. I am so proud of everything we've done here. But 2020, it's been fucking rocky. It's been fucking rough on a personal level, as the brand is doing great and everything. That's
he always says that, doesn't he? Have you noticed that in every single like Jeffree Star apology video, he'll always be like, oh, like times are tough and all this stuff. But by the way, the brand's fucking killing it, okay? We're still making hundreds of millions of pounds. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, Jeffree, Greta, okay? This could have literally been solved in 2 seconds. You could have been like, oh guys, sorry, I did come across a little bit unauthentic there. It wasn't like my normal style of video. We should probably just go back to the style that you guys actually enjoy. But instead, he's decided to upload an explanation video over something that really isn't that serious, just to blame somebody else and say that it's not his fault yet again. I'm not even surprised anymore. But yeah, either way, that is actually going to be it for the video. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on everything we actually spoke about, specifically the Jeffree Star stuff. Also, if you're new to this channel, please do scroll down and maybe subscribe. Maybe even dropping a like on the video would be a massive hand. And yeah, my Twitch is going to be linked in the description as well. We're streaming on there every single day. And I guess until next time, I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, right, goodbye.
Every time I grab the mic, I swear I got hypnotized.